I'm writing a game engine from scratch. I spent the last few weeks improving the water rendering. Previously, I was using sine waves to shape the ocean. I decided to switch to something called a Gerstner wave instead. Unlike sine waves that just move the vertices up and down, Gerstner waves also move them around on the x and y axis to compress the waves a lot more like real water does, forming a crest. I've hooked up some sliders to the vertex shader so that I can play around with the parameters. The wavelength controls how far apart the peaks of the waves are. The amplitude is how tall they are. Speed is how fast they move. The steepness changes how much the waves compress together to form the sharp peaks, although you have to be careful not to compress too much or the waves overlap. The next step is to add multiple waves together to create an ocean. 5 seems to be the sweet spot. The next thing I did was to add a bit of noise to break up the patterns. If I throw a quick foam texture onto the waves, you can really see how they stretch and squeeze. As well as the 5 Gerstner waves for the directional ocean swells, I've added 9 medium frequency waves to add some more detail. To color the waves, I adjusted the color based on height to very roughly approximate light scattering, added some reflections based on high frequency normal map, blended in a depth color, and added some basic lighting near dawn and dusk to balance out the brightness. My terrain didn't have anything interesting under the water to create the reefs I needed, so I added some underwater using the dunes primitive in Gaia.